What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Unruly here, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are doing a little bit of a tips and tricks series now. It's been requested of some of my viewers from my Twitch stream, some people on Twitter. Some of my friends have asked to do some little tips and tricks videos, so I'm bringing you one today. And today's topic is loot management. How much ammo you want for each of your guns? How much ammo do I recommend for each of your guns? Heal-wise, stacks of what? How many grenades you should carry, attachments and basic sights that you want typically for each gun and whatnot. So in today's video, I'm going to break down what I personally recommend when it comes towards loot, what you should carry in each of your backpacks, how much ammo you should have for your guns, and set forth and so on. Without further ado, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do enjoy the video, please leave a like on it, comment down below if you found this helpful or not, and subscribe to the channel if you are new here and you do enjoy my content. So without further ado, let's talk about loot management. Okay, so we are fired up in the range, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I use for each of the backpacks, along with how much ammo I carry for each of my weapons, and so far and so forth. So, starting out with decent default loadout, right? Or excuse me, default inventory. You have the 10 slots, armor, whatnot. You'll spawn in with armor, and all that. So, for a single white backpack, typically, I'm looking for my personal playstyle as I play up front and aggressive. So, I'll look for an SMG of some sort. And let's go with a shotgun. Okay, so for a simple, if you were running a shotgun in any situation, any type of backpack or whatnot, you only need a stack of 16. You only need a stack of 16. Everything else, you can run fine and dandy. Now, if you have the extra space and you're running that shotgun slot and you end up having a purple bag or a gold bag, you can use 2 slots of shotgun. I've used 2 slots of shotgun when I know that I'm like, if I'm using a sniper or an SMG that I know I'm going to need shotgun endgame for. So that's okay. And your primary for any type of gun, you either use 240 or 180, okay? So in a basic situation like this, I'll have 240, and then I am stacking at least one grenade. At least one grenade. You should always be carrying grenades in any situation. You're going to need it to either open up a building, or if you're carrying an arc star and you're confident enough you think you could stick a player and open up a fight that way, or to push a player out of cover, you should always carry grenades. A lot of players make the mistake of not carrying grenades, and grenades is free utility. Free utility. Even Fuse players, which has the passive to stack grenades, it gets pretty spammy, and it's very viable in Apex Legends. So for a setup like this, I would use 240. 240 for a primary for anything is really good. And anything more than that, unless you just have the extra space for it, go right ahead. And then for meds, I typically will carry one stack of med kits and a stack of syringes. That's it. You don't need anything else for health. A stack of each is just fine. And then everything else goes towards batteries and cells. Typically, I keep one stack of cells, and then I go with the rest batteries, because there's always those situations where you get tagged up for a little bit of shield, and you don't want to have to pop a battery for 25 HP. But everything else goes to batteries, okay? In a situation like this, you could probably carry another grenade. I would carry another grenade. I like to have shields, and I engage in a lot of fights. So this would be my ideal inventory setup for shotgun, primary, and then nades and such. Now, if you're not running a shotgun, this is where you carry less shields and heals, because you want to go with the 240 for your primary, and say you're running a Wingman on the side. Okay, Wingman, you only need to carry over 120. You don't need to carry over 120 with the Wingman. That's just the comfortable special rule. Then you check your inventory. You think, okay, you should probably carry probably use it for shields because you have a grenade. But since you're running 2 primary type weapons like this, I would use my inventory space like this. And now if, say, you have a 301, if I have a 301 and I'm using a secondary weapon like an SMG, say I have a Prowler, then I'm losing the space for the shields, and I'm carrying 180. And the reason why is because you want to have enough ammo out of your in your secondary if you run out of your primary, right? So say I'm using a 301 from range, and I run out of ammo, right? And then I have to close the gap on the fight. I have 180 in my secondary to finish off the rest of the fight, and then I'm able to loot. And so if you're running from range and stuff like that, that's what you want to do. And again, after your inventory space is full like this, and you get another backpack, everything else, I personally use it for shields and grenades. Shields and grenades. You only need 1 stack of medkits. You only need 1 stack of syringes. As you kill players around the map, you'll be able to refill that. But everything else goes towards shields, because if you're an experienced player or a good player and you can play in and around cover, the only thing that you're going to get tagged up around is your shields, unless you go and push a fight, and then you still have those 2 medkits and the 4 syringes to actually do anything like that. And then stack grenades. Like I said, not enough players are not stacking grenades. You should be stacking grenades because you can pull enemies in and out of cover. If you're confident with an arc star, like I said, stick a kid. It's okay. It does a lot of damage. Typically, when you stick someone, they're basically dead. Even if you kill them, like say you stick them, and then you finish off the down player and knock them afterwards, there's still that grenade that's now an area of effect, and then blowing up around their teammates can still hurt them as well. So always use grenades. Zone players out. Use thermites to blow off doors, etc., etc. Now, if you were running a sniper setup, meds are all the same. Meds are all the same. You're going to use shields and stuff like that. But snipers, you can typically treat your sniper like a primary. So, say you're carrying, we'll go with the Prowler again. You'll have the 3 slots for the 180 for the Prowler. Treat your sniper like it's your primary, like an or your 301s or whatnot, and carry enough ammo so that you can actually do the damage. A lot of players will carry a sniper rifle to farm Evo shields, or that's just your passive playstyle. 4 stacks, 3 stacks, rest is your meds. Your meds, and then keep the rest for shields and grenades, like I said. So treat your snipers like they're your primary. And then your secondary is, if it's like any SMG, any pistol, anything like that, keep it at 3. And then the rest is your shields and grenades. You only need 1 stack of flesh meds. You only need 1 stack of medkits. That's the golden rule there. Everything else is shields and grenades. Again, not a lot of players are underestimating the power of having grenades and overstock on extra heals and stuff like that. Now, certain legends and certain players will carry ult accelerants. That, again, is just depending on between your free space, which is going to be divided between shields and your grenades. So carry 1 less grenade, carry an ult accelerant or whatnot. It depends if you're playing ranked. You're playing high-level ranked, and you're playing legends like Gibraltar, playing Bloodhound, or Watson, who gets to carry extra of the ult accelerants. That's up to you, depending on how much grenades you want to carry, if you want to trade it out for an ult accelerant. But that is it. Like I said, treat your primary with 4 stacks, your secondary with 3 stacks. Is always a good median. Personally, myself, a lot of pro players do the same thing. I do play professionally, so it's typically what all of us do. And then everything else is between all your free space is shields and grenades. Shields and grenades. If you're running a Wingman, like I said, Wingman, a general rule for the Wingman is 120. Wingman doesn't really take that much ammo. The max you can have it at is 11 with a boosted loader. So again, it just doesn't carry a big clip. Shotguns, you only need 1 stack. If you have a large backpack and you want to carry the extra 30 or an extra stack, it's okay if you do so. But when you're running a shotgun, it only takes up 1 slot. Everything else, your primary is 4 slots, and the rest is really bats and stuff like that. And that's just with the blue backpack alone. A blue backpack alone with primary ammo, you have a lot of space to be working with when it comes to doing so. Again, carry your grenade. Each of your stacks, you have that extra space there. So when you're running a shotgun, you're going to have a lot more space to divide it between shields and grenades. Again, I can't stress this enough. You only need 1 stack of med kits. You only need 1 stack of syringes. You're going to take a lot more shield damage than you are taking flesh damage, and it only makes sense. And again, grenades are extremely underrated, not overrated, underrated when it comes towards inventory and dictating fights. So that's personally what I use. And you want to be looting very quickly. You want to be very looting quickly. Apex Legends is a third-party, very heavy game. So if you stick to a loadout like this, you know exactly what you replenish. You know how much you use in a fight. You use 2 batteries in a fight. Okay, you're in that box. You know, click, click. Boom, boom. Batteries filled up. You use the medkit. Bam, grab a medkit real quick. Look in the cells. You got to loot quick, okay? And when you know you're running a certain stack and your inventory fills up, you have your nades or whatnot, you have extra shield cells or whatnot, and you use the ammo, you know, alright, right away. I have an extra slot for ammo. The game default says you can't grab any more. You're good to go. Armor, always swap or heal it, whatever. You just replace it. You just got to loot quickly, and if you keep a system in your head similar to this one, primary 4 stacks, secondary 3 stacks, unless you're running a shotgun or a pistol, say the Wingman, and then everything else is shields and throwables. You keep a system like this in your head, it'll make looting a lot easier because you know exactly what you need. It's like a grocery list, so to speak, in your head. If you keep 3, 4, 4, 3 shields, nades. 4, 3 shields, nades. Or if you're running a shotgun, 4, 1 shields, nades. 4, 1 shields, nades. If you're using the Wingman or a sniper, 4, 2 shields, nades. 4, 2 shields. It's so much easier to just make the numbers simple for yourself when you're looting, so you can loot a little bit quicker, know exactly what you need depending on what the fight is, and then you'll be able to fend off the third party, pop ult accelerants if you need to, do whatever. It's the micromanaging in this game that helps you in and out of fights quickly, and you're not struggling for ammo. Now, this isn't really a loot management tip, but one thing I really do want to stress is when you're looking for ammo, okay, when you are checking your inventory or seeing how your squad's doing, everyone's names pop up, right? Check and make sure what ammo type your teammates are using. If all 3 of you are using light ammo is going to be tough between all of you. And sometimes when you're running out of ammo and your teammates can't spare you any, it is up to you to decide whether to swap your weapon or struggle with ammo. And I highly recommend learning to just switch your weapon over. Find someone off of a dead body that you can play that gun off of. Say, I can't find any more shotgun ammo, okay? None of my teammates are running or have shotgun ammo for me to use or whatnot. Alright, that's fine. I'm going to go grab this heavy ammo and grab this player's Wingman. And then my loadout is changed one of my guns. And then you learn to change it from there. A lot of people will fight over ammo, complain that they don't have any ammo, complain your teammates hogging over it. Just be the better player, be the better teammate, switch your weapon over, and then you're good to go for the next fight, rather than walking in there with only 20 bullets to your name and a gun, and then you have a shotgun or whatever, and then you're struggling in that fight. And then for care package weapons, they don't carry ammo. Care package weapons don't carry ammo. Use it for shields, use it for nades. If you really want to get greedy with your heals, you can carry extra heals because you have so much space. But keep it for shields and grenades. Care package weapons don't carry that ammo. Use the space to your discretion. Now, if you're running 2 care package weapons, your inventory, there is no rules to your inventory. But more often than not, you'll have a regular weapon with you along with a care package weapon because it's just how it is. But I hope you find today's video informative. Hopefully you build a little system inside your head that helps you with looting faster and managing your inventory and loot beyond teammates. Another thing, again, grenades. Grenades work wonders. Carry them. It'll help you out. Breaching buildings, pulling players out of cover, starting fights. Even a simple sky nade, vertical nade, however you call it, can go a long way. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hope I left you with some good information and some tips in here. And I'll see you guys in the next one.